What's going on, Living Corporate? It's Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting, and I'm back to bring you another career tip. This week, I want to talk about how you're waiting too late to start your job search. Take a moment to think about when you start looking for a job. There are typically 4 scenarios. Number 1, when you get fired. Number 2, when you get laid off. Number 3, when you're fed up with your job. And number 4, when you're bored or ready to move to the next level. The first 2 are the worst. You're immediately pushed into job searching if you're fired or laid off. You become desperate to find a job because you need to be able to pay the bills and take care of yourself, and that unemployment just isn't going to cut it. But desperation is never a good thing in a job search, and we'll talk about why in a minute. The second 2, being fed up with your job and being bored or ready to move to the next level, while not great, are better positions to be in because you're still employed. Many hiring managers and recruiters tend to favor what they call passive job seekers, aka people they know that are currently employed. There's an underlying assumption that if someone is working right now, that they are creating value for their employer and that they have up-to-date skills. So, while your situation may not be the greatest, you get the benefit of the doubt from recruiters and hiring managers. But what happens when that benefit of the doubt goes away? You may think your job is secure, but odds are it's not. You may think your company is going to bring you back from furlough, but the reality is most of these companies can't afford to hire back all of their employees. So what happens then? You fall into the same act of desperation as those that were fired or laid off. Recruiters, hiring managers, and the people you call yourself networking with can all feel the desperation. This makes you less likely to be able to build your network, gain referrals, and get hired. That's why the best time to search for a job is when you already have one, or simply when you don't need one. Things aren't happening in a rushed time frame then, which means that desperation is non-existent. During this time, you'll actually be able to start building valuable relationships, putting feelers out for what type of roles are out there, and make advocates out of the people who want to help, which I call career boosters. If you play your cards right, you may even become the bachelor or bachelorette of your job search with multiple companies vying for your attention. But much of that goes out the window if you wait too long to start your job search. So, for those of you saying that you're going to wait for the coronavirus pandemic to blow over, I'd strongly recommend you reconsider that strategy. First, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Second, if you decide to wait, you won't be any more prepared than you are now, plus you'll have quite a bit more competition, many of which will have taken this time to get prepared. So, if you're ready to get all of your ducks in a row, land 3 times more interviews, and have options, I want to invite you to book a suitability call for my Career Level Up program. Together, we'll identify your value or what makes you different from everyone else doing this work. We'll then package that up together in a results-driven resume and optimized LinkedIn profile. And most importantly, we'll put a proven networking plan in place to not only build, but engage and leverage your network to get you 3 times more interviews. So, if you're interested in this program, make sure to book a suitability call utilizing the link in the show notes. This tip was brought to you by Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Layfield Resume, or connect with me, Tristan Layfield, on LinkedIn.